Hey guys, welcome back to Just Fixing Garage. I'm Justin, and today we are going to be working on a 2013 Dodge. I can't do it if you're laughing, dude.
I'm sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back to Just Fixing Garage. I'm Justin. Today we're working on my friend Matt's 2013 Dodge Dart SE. It has the big 2-liter motor in it, not the turbo, not the 2.4. He gave me a call this morning mentioning he stopped at Wawa on his way to work. Turned the car off, went inside, got coffee, got a sandwich, came back down and tried to turn the key and nothing. I had him troubleshoot while he was there to swap fuses, check and see if swap relays, just try some regular troubleshooting, which I'll show you what we did. And that didn't solve it, so I had him get it towed here. We've thrown it up in the air, we've done some test lights and voltage readings. We are getting voltage to the starter, we are getting the signal wire voltage, which I'll show you how we did that as well. But ultimately, today we're going to be changing the starter. So if you follow along, I'll go through step by step how we're going to change the starter on the 2013 Dart with a 2-liter, and hopefully you can save yourself some money and do it yourself. So let's get started. Alright guys, step one when you're going to be replacing the starter, alternator, or many other electronic parts in the car will be to unhook your negative battery terminal and move to the side. On the Dart, it's just a 10mm that we can loosen off. We also have some ground wires going to it for some aftermarket fog lights. So we're going to take it off, put it to the side, make sure it can't make a connection, and that will make sure that while we're working on this car, we're not going to get shocked or cause any arcing, because to the starter is a pretty thick 12-gauge wire. So a 12-volt wire, I'm not even sure the gauge, but it can arc the ground, it can cause a fire, and that is not something you want to do when you're trying to save money. So follow along, we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, so for locating the starter, I'm going to start at the front of the vehicle here, and we would just work our way back. And here's our oil pan, and then if we look up, we can see our starter is there. Matt, can you grab me that flashlight off that bench? Thank you. We can see our starter is right there, right near the knock sensor. Up top is a stud, and there's also a wire plug that's going to it. So we've already taken power off. We've looked at our new starter. It's got 2 bolts. They're facing different directions. This one faces this way, and then there's a bolt coming on the inside, which we're gonna have to work on getting to. We may even have to hit it from the top, but we'll keep going, kind of show you how we get in there and hopefully get it out. But keep you posted. Alright guys, so here is our starter again. We can see the bottom bolt there on the left. And then for the other bolt around back, I took a 15mm on a ratchet for the back bolt, and I stuck my hand through here. I could feel the bolt, again on the back side facing this way. I could feel the bolt, and I was able to get in there and get it out. Again, it is a 15mm, while this one on the front is a 14mm. So you're gonna have to feel your way up in there, feel the bolt head, and then slide the ratchet over it. I tried to use a ratchet wrench because I love those, but I was struggling with it. But I got a ratchet in there, I broke it loose. I'll try to show you exactly how it looked, but I used my left hand to fish through and just broke it loose up in that corner. And once it was broken loose, I was able to take it out with my fingers. And I did all this while this bottom bolt is still in. I didn't want to get a pinching issue where the bolt was getting pinched, because that's a hard bolt to reach. So the back bolt's out. I'm gonna work on this bolt here, and then once it's a little lower, I'll work on disconnecting the electrical connections. So good luck guys. Again, it's really hard to get back there. You can do it, it can be done. It took me about 10 minutes, but just keep working through it. Alright guys, so a quick update. I was hoping I could drop the starter down and then undo the electrical connections, but that was not going to work for me. So what I did was I took a long set of pliers. I showed it earlier in the video. And I popped off the signal wire on the left. And then for the stud, that is a 13 millimeter. I just had a 1/4 inch ratchet with a socket go in there and break it loose, and now I can get it off with my fingers. So I'm going to undo all of that, and then I'll show you how we pull this out. All right, so we got the old one out. I always like to compare it to the new one. We were already pretty sure this was good as far as being the right part. So we just take a look, make sure we still got the same connectors. We do. This one a little more chewed up, obviously. We'll flip it over, take a look at these. We got the stud on top, same as that one. Bolts line up, so everything looks good for this. So we're getting ready to install it. I'm not 100% sure what may have caused this one to fail, but we can already see green corrosion in there. There is supposed to be a plug on the bottom, and it was missing. So imagine all the moisture and corrosion that's getting in there. So we'll get this tossed in and walk you through it. But essentially, it slid right in between the drive shafts in the front, and I'm going to start by laying the stud on here and using the long pliers to connect to this prong here. So I'll film it, I'll show you, and so far I've only got about 30 to 45 minutes in, and this is where we're at. So patience, and you'll get this done and save some money. Okay. You can talk if you want, Matt. It's okay to be in the background. No. All right, so we've got the new one in here. I know it's got to go in just like this, and I will do my best to show you. So we have obviously that bar here, but you're able to slide it up in between this bar, same way I got it out. Turn it sideways, slide it up, and I'll be able to put that right in place. So that's the tip for actually getting it in and out. I guess Dodge, Chrysler, whoever, designed this monstrosity gave us at least an out to get these done. If not, we were moving a lot more. So I'm gonna slide it up, get it in place, get it on the, get the stud lined up, and we'll be good to go. One thing I want to do though is take this nut off. If not, I'll have to do it while it's up there, and I do not want to do that. All right, we're wrapping up. We've got everything hooked up, everything snugged up, both the bolts, and we're gonna go to our next part, which is gonna be hooking the battery back up. And then we're gonna give it a start. Let's get our battery hooked back up, which is just right here. Can you grab me the 10mm wrench? If there's one sitting over there. If not, I've got more. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think the ratcheting part works on this wrench anymore. That's okay. Well, maybe it does work. Just a little gummed up. All right, you want to give it a try, see if it'll start? If not, we're back to square one.